but it'll break your jaw. That's what I do, I intimidate people. So.
I mean, the more you do it, the better I get.
Now, guys, I believe there's an interesting story about your very first meeting before this. Mika, what was going down?
I was finally passed out last night. Help of
It started
sound.
bad.
I was like, oh, I'm sleeping good, wow. And then wake up in the morning, first person I see is Joshua Davis in my face. Mika, we gotta go, mate. And I was like, what's going on, dude? And I went to shake his hand and he hit a step and he fell right on top of me, right? so that's how I met him.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus
Best first meeting ever.
You got up close and personal really quick.
He wanted a shake, I wanted a hug.
Now, guys, you two are, I'm going to say completely opposing in terms of your technical approach to the sport of arm wrestling. We got Josh, who is all about that power, trying to put brakes on a guy, bleed him out, and pin him on top end strength. The puncher. In the opposite corner, we got the guy who's looking for the top roll, for the speed, get you in the crosshairs, headshot dead.
Yeah, pretty much.
You want to put him to bed early, which is going to come out on top.
I tell you what, if he puts me away early, you gotta be strong. I tell you what, you gotta be strong to put me away early. If you're not on the same level of strength as me, you ain't put me away. So I can't see that happening, and it's just gonna be a grinder. So see what happens.
Yeah, I basically on opposite sides. I think I'll be impressed. Like if you can stop it, you're damn strong, dude. Damn strong. Like all of California is strong.
Yeah.
So the question is, if you do stop it, which round is it going to be? Is it going to be first round?
Oh, definitely
Is it going
first
to be
round.
the third round? Is it going to be the fifth round?
Always first round, man.
Is it? So when it comes, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it because this is my opportunity to prove that I can arm wrestle. It's 100%. Not just a one-hit wonder, flash, bye-bye. This is why I wanted to come to Arm Wars.
100%.
Because it's not like tournament pulling, boom, and you're done.
Totally different.
You know?
Yep.
So Joshua, thick skin. I saw your matches. I was like, who's my opponent? You know, and he showed me, and he's like, ooh, decent. He beat Adrian Popescu. That got me fired up. Got me really excited.
Good.
So I'm like, okay, going to UK, and I'm not coming to lose.
Oh, I appreciate that.
You know,
100%.
But I think it's gonna be a good match. I think the strength levels, we're not sure.
Yeah, no, we're not.
I've never pulled Adrian.
But when you saw that, you said there a moment, I want to pick you up on something you said about, I've seen you pull Adrian. You're obviously a guy who studies the Arm Wars matches. You're a fan of the game as well as one of the competitors. But there are some very clear similarities in terms of your physical stats and those of Dracula. If you look at Adrian Popescu, his big frame at the weight, if you stand next to Josh, you'd have to say not one of the better leverage pullers in the weight class. On the other hand, what are you, 6'1"?
6'1", 6'2".
Now, if you look at the pedigree of someone like Adrian Popescu, a multiple national champion of Romania, and yet he's still got the brakes put on him, does that send a little chill down your spine and you just see yourself being a different style?
So, for me, what gets me excited is if there's a challenge, and if like, wow, this could pose a big threat, especially your style when you can stop it like that. In the history, in my past, if anybody has beaten me, it's because they're able to do something like that.
I've noticed that.
So when I saw Adrian, you do that to Adrian, I was like, this is exactly the match for me.
100%.
So I don't know. I've never arm wrestled Adrian, but the one thing I will say is I don't think he has the same hit. I think he's strong. I think he has abilities to drain people. He is called the Dracula. But the fury at which I come at people is a lot different. So this is kind of the point of interest for me is like, okay, can Josh stop me? And if he does, can I show people that I can arm wrestle? That's been my whole point since I started arm wrestling. Everybody's like, oh, Mika, you're strong, you're this, you're that. I'm like, no, I'm a shit arm wrestler. I don't know how to arm wrestle. I just flash people.
Just flash people.
It is good. I mean, I'm not saying it's not good, but Arm Wars, 6 rounds. I want to showcase my skills, not just like boom, boom.
Fine. Well, to be fair, Adrian Pesco is a very strong facet. You should see that in the first round, how close he was from pinning me. It was literally a millimetre, maybe. And it's all it needs to be.
It was the closest. I mean, you didn't do it justice on the film,
no, I
to be
didn't.
honest.
If you slow that right down, which I did multiple times, to see that if he pinned me, because I was like, I thought he pinned me. Genuinely did think he pinned me,
Yeah.
and it wasn't. It just wasn't a pin.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it. And that's first round would be your closest one yet. If you don't flash me, that would be the closest time you ever get me to that pin pad.
Yeah.
And if you don't get me there, it's game over.
Yeah.
And that's where it'll be.
So that's the interesting thing. So if you stop me, you think it's game over.
Oh,
right?
it's game over. As soon as that first stop, and it will happen. That stop will happen, and it will happen first round as well. So just get that clear.
Looking at styles from your perspective,
Can't wait.
Josh, obviously, this is like another day at the office in your mind,
Yeah.
or is it a new challenge? Because
Everyone, even though his styles are very similar to Dracula's, he's still gonna be stronger in different areas. So
you think he's as strong as Adrian?
I couldn't tell. I've seen him pull some top guys in America.
Which is more dangerous, speed or strength, for you?
You need both. To physically pin me, you need both. You need to be near enough on the same level strength as me, and be way faster than me. Because I'm generally not a slow puller. You could watch my match with Adrian Pescu. We actually engage the same time. That's how we get a stop.
Yeah.
It's just his angles open me to a position where I get the brakes on. I'm not a slow puller. It's just the style I pull is the brake style. Do you mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not a slow puller. So you need to be that much faster than me if you want to flash me. And if I engage the same time as you, then I'm in that match, and that's the way it goes. Like
Time in the game. How long have you been out wrestling?
just gone 5 years now. So
Yeah, similar. 2019.
Yeah,
about
same, yeah,
4 or 5
2019, yeah.
years.
So in many ways, there's an alignment there.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Right.
awesome.
Do you feel like you're at a little bit of a disadvantage because it's your first time in the format, Mika? You've never pulled a 6-rounder before. Have you pulled any super match pro wrestling in a 6-round format previously?
No, not 6 rounds. I pulled 3 out of 5.
35, yeah.
3 out of 5, but
I've had
yeah.
plenty.
I mean,
of those,
I've considered all angles. I mean,
Yeah.
of course, it's the first time here, flying to UK, 6 rounds, never done it before. Do I
Yeah.
have the endurance? Can I?
Yeah.
That's why I've been practicing in a way that, okay, if the match stops, what are my options?
Yep.
How do I not just try to burn myself out? So, I mean, I don't know. I of course, I don't have the experience for arm wars, but
Yep.
it concerns me, but not to the point where I'm like, oh, this is a
Yeah.
bad idea. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you, Mika?
37.
37. I got a good age on you, so I take that to my advantage.
How old are you?
24.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I started at a good age, 19. And we roughly
Perfect.
the same time.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I don't know. For me,
age isn't a very thing in arm wrestling, but
yeah. No,
Yeah,
it is.
it's-
No, it is. But
it does, yeah. But
but for me, I don't know.
yeah.
I never think about my age.
Yeah. You look good for your age.
I'm
honestly.
yeah, like I'm thank you. I'm young, spirited, inside. I don't know.
Yeah,
Just for me, I never thought about it as a
Yeah.
problem. The day it does happen where I'm cracking down, maybe I'll be like, okay, I'm slowing things down.
You're from very different sporting pasts.
Yeah.
Rugby,
Yep.
tennis. Which one carries over better into the game?
I think. Go ahead.
Well, I played rugby my whole life, but I also did a bit of tennis myself. I'm a pretty good, decent tennis player, table tennis player, and I found that them sports, if you've trained, but they're really good for recovery. I've always found that out. So if I ever trained on a Wednesday and done table tennis or tennis on a Thursday, my arms would be killing. But the day after, they'd feel 10 times better recovery.
True.
Or the blood pumping through luck. So that's been a bit of a thing on my right arm at least. It's always recovered better than my left.
Yep.
Because I'm right-handed obviously, so everything's my right hand, tennis and table tennis. And I play decent level table tennis still to this day. I play in Premiership Division in Swansea, so I play a good table tennis
man.
level. So it's good recovery, I find. So I assume that's really good for him since he's been a tennis player.
When I
background.
arm wrestle my club, I always play tennis after. First
Yeah.
2-3 days is horrible.
Yeah.
But then the 4th day, I always message my friends. I'm like, damn, my arm feels
feel
super
good training
thick
again, yeah.
and pumping.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
guys get that? They're like, no.
Sore for the week, yeah, that's what I'd be like. So yeah, I appreciate the tennis side of it. So I know what it's like. It's painful, but you do recover. I find way better. Even if we went to the gym and you've done a bit of a light workout, you recover better from these tennis sessions.
Do you
and stuff.
think rugby? I think tennis translates better.
Yeah,
just because of,
rugby, mate. I started arm wrestling, doing rugby, and I quit the rugby.
I'm thinking the combative thing.
Yeah, I was thinking about rugby makes you like tough and
Oh,
competitive.
yeah, 100%, mate. Yeah,
Because you like to take your matches
yeah.
to a very visceral, aggressive place.
100%, mate. Yeah. So I take my rugby into my arm wrestling, the aggression, the determination of stuff, and just that rugby vibe I take to the table, which not many people have if they haven't played a vicious sport like rugby. It is, especially back then, them times, it was a vicious sport. Like you just tackle, you everything, and I was a tackler, jackler sort of guy, number 7, hooker, always in the mix.
Yeah.
So I love that physical side of stuff, and arm wrestling is just that,
Yeah.
just with the arms. And I've always loved having strong arms and stronger than beating my opponent. So that is therefore a side that I love.
I love
an
it.
edge over you, I'd imagine.
You know, the tougher he is, the more excited I get.
Well, you're not shrinking violet yourself, are you? You're the type. We talked about the contrasting style of matches that he's got this week. Sam Burnett, who's an extremely considered, diligent, quiet guy, doesn't bring any of that. You're not that dude. You're the guy that will match him head on in terms of the. Or is it alien to you to jump up and scream some vile? No, it's what you do. You know, there's so many pictures of you out there with your hair all over the place. You'd think you're in a frigging wind tunnel, and there's no wind in there. It's just that you've come up at such pace and screamed something across the table. What does that do to your opponent? Do you care?
No. I think that's what we're here for.
100%.
Yeah.
And that first one is gonna bring it out in either one of us. And that first one, I'm telling you now, whoever get that first one, it'll bring that other person right down, because that aggression does intimidate people, and that's what I do. I intimidate people. So,
I mean, the more you do it, the better I get.
well, we'll find out.
So I want you to like come at me with like fury, everything you got, your spirit, the whole thing.
Yeah.
For me, of course it's competitive. It's nothing personal. But when you come at me like that, like I'm trying to contain myself, dude. I just want to eat you, bro. Like when you come at
more than eat
like
you.
No, the tougher you are, the stronger you are, the more you think you're gonna. All that stuff. It's like beautiful for me.
Awesome.
I just see somebody. I'm like, oh, it's gonna taste good in a non-physical way. But yeah, I will come at you so fucking hard, dude.
You can try and bite the skin, mate, but it'll break your jaw. So
that's why I'm not gonna. But they warned me about that, by the way. They said, hey, thick skin. So I'm not gonna bite your skin. I'm not gonna try to eat you in that way. I know I'd lose in that battle.
100%.
But no, just give me everything you got. I came all the way from LA to UK. Just give me everything you got.
It's gonna be a war, so let's get it going.
Ladies and gentlemen, Iron House 3. A lot of noise, a lot of bravado. Who will back it up? We're about to find out.